All right, our die cuts are completely dry. While waiting for them to dry, I did glue my 3D background to the card base, simply because I wanted that to be completely dry before adding the die cuts to it. So I'm going to once again do the same layout as I already did for my sample. Obviously you don't have to do the same layout, you can change it up. You could even put it horizontal if you wanted, although this one with the brick might look a little bit funny horizontal, but you could if you wanted. All right, glue everything in place. And once again, with the spray stains, you need to make sure that you are gluing everything where you want them to be, because some of that spray is on the back of the card, or sorry, the back of the die cut. So if by chance we decide we don't want something somewhere and we move it, there's a pretty much 100% chance that you might see some glue with spray, unless you have it covered up by something else. So you definitely want to make sure to know exactly where you want those die cuts sitting before gluing them down. And typically when I have a bunch of die cuts anyways that I want laying in some sort of arrangement, I typically do dry fit them first. That way I can easily move something around if I don't like it once everything is completely done. How do I want that? I'm gonna do it this way. There we go. All right, and then time for the sentiment. I have all the ones that we stamped and embossed at the beginning of the class already cut and put in here. The reason why I'm not using them on the card is because it's got a white background, and because of all the white space there, it doesn't pop, whereas one with a black background really pops, even though there's no black within the rest of the card. You could die cut or stamp it onto a color that coordinates with the card. The one thing though is you want to make sure that it's something that there's not a whole lot of it behind, otherwise you're still not going to see it very well. All right, so I'm going to let the glue for that completely dry without moving it around too much, but our third card is done. I don't know if you can see the glitter on there. It's very subtle. Like I said, it's kind of like a sugared pastry. It doesn't add color to it. It just adds some sparkle, which is a little bit different texture, which is lovely.